Okay, what's going on YouTube? So, to Jared, or Jarrett, to redeem the code, you have to go to WB, log into your account. If you don't have an account, you need to create one. The code that I gave you, you gotta put it there, then they will give you the code for the PlayStation 5. I don't understand why you didn't Google how to redeem the MK1 beta code, because I literally did that and it took me a minute. So instead of for hours waiting there, because I fell asleep after, I was tired, I just went to bed. I did figure it was a PS5 code, but it took me literally a minute to figure out how to do this. You couldn't Google this, you couldn't figure this out on your own. Instead, you got to give me an attitude about it. Bro, it's free. You got a free day of playing a video game. You could have looked it up. It's not that hard. So, the code that I gave you, go to Warner Brothers. Go to the link where it tells you to. Like, literally, Google the shit. It's not that hard. It's pretty simple. Do that. Put that code in there. Then they will give you the actual code. Then put that one into the PS5. There you go. It's not that hard. Hopefully you do it soon. I honestly want to give it away to someone else because you were kind of a dick about the whole thing. Like, why didn't you just look it up? I don't understand that. It took me 2 minutes, not even. How to redeem Mortal Kombat 1 beta game or beta test, whatever. And it literally gave me step by step instructions on how to do it. Step by step. Literally. Step by step by step by step. Are you too lazy? I don't get it. But I gotta wake up to this shit? You know, it's fucked up. You try to do something nice, right? You try to, you know, just give away a code. The person you give it to, I really, honestly, kind of want to give it to someone else. Screw you, dude. Like, you're kind of a dick. But I mean, I would be pissed off too, I guess. But then I also would have used my brain, the thing that's in here, and I would have Googled how to redeem the code, and I would have figured it out. Then there would be no problems. Now, the video that had the Jared, whatever the fuck the guy's name is, the comments are turned off now for some reason when the other ones aren't. Did you have something to do with that? I'm probably sure you did. But I just don't understand why you didn't Google how to use that longer code. Because that's the first thing I would have done if I went to go redeem the code and it didn't work in the PlayStation store. I would have Googled how do I redeem this code. You go to WB, log in, type the code in somewhere in there. I gave you the directions on how to do this, step by step. And then I gave you the code as well. You saw the code. You know what the code is. So pretty frustrating thing to wake up to. I don't understand why he didn't just Google how to do it. It's pretty simple. Really simple. If I would have did it under my account, if I would have logged into WB, it would have probably locked into my account. So then when I would have gave you the PS5 code, I'm assuming it probably wouldn't work because once you log into Warner Brother, I'm assuming that's a wrap. because you're logged in. So if you played MK11, you have a Warner Brothers account. You play MK Mobile, you have a Warner. If you play Injustice, any Warner Brother game, you have an account. So go do that. Have fun. So no, it wasn't a PS5 code yet, but if you went through the right steps, it would have gave you a PS5 code. So maybe Google something first before you flip out on someone. Just saying. Might be a smart thing to do. Everyone else, stay safe. Have fun. I should just put the fucking code right there and just be like, hey, go on Warner Brothers. First person that gets it does it. I don't care. I'm done. Thought it would be a fun thing to do, but it just turned into frustration in the end. That's what happens when you try to do nice things. So, learn something new every day. Probably won't do this again or anything like this. I used to I did do like a Treevors challenge where I would give $20, a gift card for $20, uh, for doing the challenge mode in MK Mobile. The person that won, like he did there was only one person that did it each time, so they won, so I had to give it to them. Sadly, the other person that did it, they weren't in this country. I feel bad for them still. I'd like to give them something. But since you're not in the United States, you can't use a Google card in another country. You have to buy it in the same country and use it in the same country. I didn't know those rules. So that was kind of sad. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do a giveaway like this again. It's too frustrating. Like I had to wake up to someone flipping out. Thanks for not giving me the code. Bro, Google something. Just Google, how do I redeem the code? It literally told me step by step. It gave me the website. Like, I just don't understand why you wouldn't use your head. If it didn't work in the PlayStation 5, then it's not a PlayStation 5 code. It has to be a code to something. What's the code for? Well, then obviously it must be, look it up. Like, I just don't understand. I That's sad. So to Jared, there you go. That's how you do it. That's how it's done. You have the code that you need. You have the steps that you need. Go and do it. Jesus.